Back to the channel. I'm Rochelle. This is Brampton Gardener, and it's very exciting. It's very late, but it's very exciting. It is finally time to start my indeterminate tomato seeds. So normally I have all my tomatoes, they go along here in grow bags. I have room for 12 of the indeterminate, and this year I've actually expanded that. I think I have 4 more spaces available, so I'm really excited. I'm hoping to get I'm hoping to be able to do the 16. I don't know, we'll see, but I have, I think, 15 varieties picked out. I'm going to start 4 of each seed just to make sure we get germination, and we'll figure out what to do with the extras if and when the time comes. So we're going to get started. I'm just going to go through. I've already deliberated on my choices this year, and this is what we're going with. If I come across something extra that I might need, well, we'll figure that out later. So first up, we're going to do the watermelon beefsteak, and this one's from Baker Creek. I won it. It wasn't a free seed. I won it. Oh, I think I won it from Joe at Garden State Gardener on seed Sunday Fun Day. Blue Beauty. Some of these I don't have very many seeds of those, so we'll see. But oh, plenty there. This one I think I saved. These are mine because that's my horrible handwriting. Next up, we're going with some Brandywine. I believe these are from Joe as well. My tomato dealer apparently. Next up, my dad bought me a package of mortgage lifter seeds years and years ago. He was charmed by the story of Radiator Charlie and how he planted and sold enough of these mortgage lifter tomato plants in order to pay off his mortgage. It was a very, very long time ago. Back when his mortgage was probably $100. But it's a great story, and they are amazing tomatoes. The flavor is good. It's not like, oh my god, this is the best tomato ever. The flavor is very good. They produce huge tomatoes. I think I've gotten some. They're usually around 1 to 1.5 pounds, and they produce early in the season. It's not like something that you have to like wait all season and you hope they produce. They're just a super reliable tomato, and I will always grow them. They make an amazing tomato sandwich, which is the main reason I grow tomatoes. I don't really grow tomatoes to make sauce. I grow tomatoes to just eat fresh, either on tomato sandwiches or to make fresh salsa, bruschetta, stuff like that. I don't make like a tomato sauce and boil it all down and do all that with my tomatoes, which is why you'll probably never see me grow a paste tomato, because I'm just not interested in that. I don't have the space, and I don't want to devote the space. And now this one is the Kaleidoscope Jewel, which are exploding out of their package. This one here, we have black krim. They're sticking it. So hopefully these are actually black krim. The last batch of black krim I got in a seed swap. Were really weird. They were really weird. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Amana orange. I might do 2 rows of these because I definitely want to grow like 3 or 4 of these. They did so good last year. I had one plant over at my neighbor's, and I think I got probably 14 to 15 like huge tomatoes on it. Like at the end, I was like, I didn't even know they were over there. I went over and I was like, oh my gosh. So I think I'm gonna do 2 rows of these, just because they're so good, and if I give them away to some, you know, friends or whatever, I want to give away the really yummy and prolific tomato plants. So these next ones, these are from my good friend, my bestie down in Texas, Nicole Smith Gardening. Sungold. Can you believe I've never grown sungold? I've never grown sungold. I know. Every year I say I'm going to grow sungold, and it's never happened. I've never got my hands on the seeds yet. So here we go. If you're wondering, so since I only wanted to do 4 of each, and my soil blocks, when I put them out, they're in rows of 4 or 5. Normally I go across this way with my labeling, but this way I'm doing blocks even on the ends, changing it up. That way I can get the 4 rows easily. I didn't want to have to do 5 of everyone, because I don't have 5 seeds of all of them either. So next up, okay, hold on, we'll do that at the end. I'll see what I want to put next to it. We'll do extras of that. So that is the pineapple tomato, but I only have 2 seeds left of that. So next up we have Sunrise Bumblebee. This is also from my good friend Nicole at Nicole Smith Gardening, and it is fuzzy blue balls tomato. So yeah, of course we're going that. Okay, so we're going in now with Brad's atomic grape. She wrote her name on, very smart. This is from Cadence over at Elder and Oak Farm. So Candace, did I say Cadence? I apologize. So those were from her, and then these ones in these little packages here are from Garden Fun with Jane. So I will try and remember to link everyone down below that has sent me tomato seeds to swap, because that's awesome. I love swapping tomato seeds. Ironically, after I just was talking about pineapples. Okay. First of all, we gotta try and get in here. So apparently I've never grown Beauty King. I thought I had, but you know what? I think I grew Blue Beauty last year. So we'll get those open first. Here, that's fun. I'm gonna open this one, orange peach. I only had one of these germinate, and I mean not germinate, but I only had one of these like get ripe, and it was still really tiny, but it was really tasty, and it had like this fuzzy peach texture to it, which was really, really weird, and I liked it. Not gonna lie, it was kind of cool. So we're gonna try it again this year. I think that's a really cool way of making new tomatoes. It's just to come up with something completely different, like a totally different texture. Okay, so that actually came out to 16 varieties. But the kaleidoscope jewel might not count. I'm also going in with some of my chocolate Tasmanian dwarf, which I love these. I might do 2 rows of these. I really like these. They're a small plant, so they can go in a planter. They don't need to take up space where my indeterminates go. And they have just a really good, delicious, kind of smoky almost. Why did you remind me? Come on. You gotta keep me on my toes. Okay, so this is bonsai. These 2 rows here are test chocolate. And that was Beauty King. Nope. How do I do this every single time I start seeds? How? Like how? Alright, amateur hour. Okay, so I will go back and watch the video and when I'm editing, and I will mark down what those 2 seeds are. I know you all know right now and you're screaming it at the screen, so I do thank you. Hopefully by the time this video goes out, I will also know what they are. So I'm just going to take a minute, I'm going to push the seeds down firmly into the soil, and then when I'm all done and I take them upstairs, I will sprinkle vermiculite over everything. But I'm just going to take a minute right now just to push them all in down nice, and so they're nice and firm, so they can get nice and moisture will saturate into those seeds. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, and now I have 2 more sections on this tray to put other things in, and I do have a handful of things. So I'm going to try and keep this one strictly veggie. So I also want to start some okra. So I'm excited to start okra, and I think it's okay to start now, right? Turkish eggplant to start up, my garden huckleberries, and then if we have room, I have a few more tamarillo and ground cherries. I do have 2 tamarillos that's sprouted on my other tray, but I think I want more. So I'm gonna start with 5 of each. No, you know what? We'll go with the others first. So we'll go 5 of the Turkish eggplant, 5 of the tamarillo, with some ground cherries. For that, then I do those. So I'm going to go with the borage on this row, and then the Malabar spinach. I think I'll wait on that since it's a vining one. Ooh, these are those. Right, garden huckleberry. I love these. And now for the okra. These are big old seeds. So I have 3 left. I think I'll do, is there anything else I want to do in here? I remember what I wanted to plant there. Let me start. Remember where I put them over there. Because I sprinkled some in the garden just now over here with the other greens, but I'm going to put some in here as well. And that is some more cilantro. Because I know everyone says, oh, I can't grow cilantro. I try and it just keeps bolting on me. And it's like, well, that's basically what cilantro does. It's a very short plant life. It's not like a basil where you plant it and you can kind of grow it the whole season. Cilantro, you have to just like keep reseeding it every 2 or 3 weeks if you want to have cilantro all season long, because it just wants to bolt. It just wants to bolt. Alright, so there is today's veggie tray. We have, 15, 16 different varieties of tomatoes. We have some ground cherries, okra, and a few other greens. And I'm going to give it a week, I think, before I do an update on these. We'll see. There could be a few things that are just going to sprout crazy fast, and I'm going to be really excited, and I'll show you pictures online. If you don't follow me over on Instagram, that's where I show a lot of the quick little shots. It's Brampton Gardener with Brampton_gardener on Instagram or on Facebook, and that's where you're going to see more of like the picture updates. I'll try and remember to put it onto my community tab if I don't end up doing a short or something, so you can see as they sprout. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, and spoiler, the next video is going to have a lot of zinnias, because that's what we're doing next. Take care. Bye. And here we are a week or 2 later. I don't really remember how long it's been. It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie. So here we are for an update. I have my sunrise bumblebee tomatoes, and those are the first ones to sprout. They sprouted overnight, and they got really tall really fast. Then I have 2 of the, so I have 4 of those. I have 2 of the pineapple, 1 of the fuzzy blue balls, 4 of the Brad's atomic grape, which I don't know if I ever said the name during the thing. I might have. We have 4 of the Blue Beauty, 2 of the Orange Peach, 3 and a weird looking Beauty King. And then apparently I was going to do 2 rows of chocolatiers, and while watching the video this one was blank, and this is one of the ones that was mystery. And apparently I decided to do 3 rows of the chocolatiers. I watched myself in horror. I'm like, what was I doing? So anyways, I got quite a few chocolatiers, and then I have 1 of the little bonsai. That was the last seed I had left, and it's sprouted. Yay! Because the other ones I had done had died on me because I let them dry out, unfortunately. And then here's my garden huckleberry. I have 2 and a weird one. Okay, let's spin it around. Nothing on my watermelon, which is kind of sad, but oh well, I have plenty of others. 3 and a half on the Blue Beauty. 2 Brandywines. 4 mortgage lifters. That one's coming up. Nothing on this fuzzy blue ball, but apparently I decided to plant them twice, so I did get 1 over there. Yeah, for some reason I hadn't mentioned it when I planted them, because I was deep in the mortgage lifter story at that time while rewatching the video. Next up is the kaleidoscope jewel, and I have 4 of those coming up. Nothing on the black krim, but those seeds were quite old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the Amana orange, which is awesome because I planted 8 seeds and I got 7. That's pretty good. And then sungold, yay! So those are from Nicole. There's 4 there. All 4 germinated, so that's exciting. Then coming over here, I have 4 of the Turkish eggplants. 4 to 5 is not bad. Tamarillo. I did get some to germinate on one of my other things, and they're just super, super slow. So I'm not expecting to see anything on that yet. Ground cherry, nothing yet. Borage, I have 3. And, oh, and then this one here, I had to add in because as I was telling my mom on the phone, I said, oh, I'm planting up my, my tomatoes today. And she said, oh, did you do your chocolate cherry? And I was like, oh my goodness, no, I totally forgot. I don't know how. I don't know where the pack of seeds went. So thankfully, she reminded me of that on the phone. Her and my dad bought me those seeds years and years ago. They had stopped at a local nursery, and they went in, and my dad bought a container of cherry tomatoes, brought it out to the car, and they ate them right away. And they were like, oh my God, these are the best cherry tomatoes I've ever had. So he went back in and he asked what variety they were. And so she told him, oh, these are chocolate cherry. And they sold the seeds. So he bought me a pack of the seeds, and I have tried to grow them every year since. But apparently I had forgotten this year. So fortunately, they're doing all right. So they were planted a week later. And was it? Yeah, it was a little bit later because I had to try and find them. But they're all doing good. So these tomatoes, hopefully next time you see them, they will all be potted up into 2-inch soil blocks and out in the greenhouse. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.